Hi everybody, it's Deborah from PeopleLovingAnimals.com. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching my video for today. Today's video is called Buy Pet Medications Online, Lowest Prices and Best Customer Service. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to do here in this video. We are on my website, PeopleLovingAnimals.com. And I'm going to recommend to you the place that I have found to be the best prices and the best customer services for customer service for pet medications. And I'm going to give you a little bit of history on that. I had two different animals that had super expensive medications. I shopped all around. This was the best company. I had them for years, so I have lots of experience with this company. And I'm going to give you just a couple of examples here during this video of my experience with them and why I highly recommend them. They are the only pet medications company that I recommend on my website, PeopleLovingAnimals.com. Now, a couple of things before we start. In the description box for this video, I'm going to give you the link for this article. What we're doing here is we're using my review of VetApprovedRX.com on my website as kind of the template for this video. I'm not going to read you this article, but I'm just using it as the kind of our guideline for our video today so that I remember to cover everything. And in the description box of this video, I'm going to give you the link to this article. So, don't worry about trying to follow along or read this while we're talking. You're going to be able to go into this article and read it. You're going to be able to go in and click on all the links and so forth. Also, in the description box for this video, I'm going to give you the link directly to the VetApprovedRX.com website. And I'm also going to have a free gift for you at the end. So I hope that you'll stay tuned for this. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Like I say, my website is PeopleLovingAnimals.com. I do articles, I do blog posts, I do product reviews, and I do videos all about cats and dogs. So I really appreciate your stopping by, and I would love it if you would subscribe, and I would love to have you on board. So I don't want to keep you too long, and so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want to tell you something first. This is my on my website, PeopleLovingAnimals.com. This is our my homepage. There's two different things I want to tell you. First of all, I donate to animal charities. I am an affiliate marketer. I research products and services for my website to recommend to my subscribers and to my website visitors. For example, I shopped a bunch of different pet health insurance companies. I compared them all. I compared prices. I compared service. I compared reviews, all that stuff. And then I recommend the ones that I like on my website. I did the same with dog training. I did the same with cat training, all these sorts of things. So I research products and services for cats and dogs, and then I recommend the best products and services to my subscribers. And I apply to be an affiliate for the products and services that I decide to recommend. And so I get paid. I get paid a commission for when anyone purchases anything from the links that I provide to these services on this website. And I give 10% of all the commissions that I earn on the PeopleLovingAnimals.com website to animal charities. So on my homepage, you'll see when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see I give 10% to animal charities, and then there's a list of the animal charities that I donate to. So that's one thing that I just want to fill you in about. But for the sake of this video, this is the picture I wanted to show you. This is me, and this is with my last two dogs. This is Cagney. Cagney is a Boston Terrier. This is Taz. She's a little wiener dog. Now, sadly, both these dogs have passed away. These were the last two dogs that I owned. Now, Tazzy, I had for 6.5 years. She had an enormous amount of health problems. I adopted her from a shelter. But the most expensive medication expense for her was her Cushing's disease. Tazzy had Cushing's disease for the last several years of her life. And if you've ever had a dog with Cushing's disease, you know it is super expensive. Not only the medications, but they have to have regular blood work that's really expensive and all kinds of things. But her medication, it cost me between $75 and $90 per month for her Cushing's medication. And like I said, she had Cushing's disease for years. So you can imagine the amount of time I spent shopping for the best price for this medication, because, you know, I had a really hard time affording it. So VetApprovedRX, the company that I'm going to be talking with you about today, they were always the best one. And, you know, not only were they the best price, they were the lowest price for the medication, but they were significantly lower. I mean, a lot lower. If you go around to whatever places you're ordering pet medications from now, or do a little shopping and then go in to the link I'm going to give you for VetApprovedRX.com and look at their price, I bet you are going to find that not only is it cheaper, but it is significantly cheaper. Okay, so that's how I first came into contact with this company, was the Cushing's disease medication for Taz. Now, later on, when I had Cagney, Cagney developed congestive heart failure. And he had it for the last 2 or 3 years of his life. And again, if you've ever had an animal with congestive heart failure, which sadly is quite common in older dogs, you know that is also expensive. Not only the medications, but they have to have x-rays, they have to have ultrasounds, they have to do all these things. They have to have blood work regularly to check their kidneys because of the medications they're taking, all this sort of thing. So Cagney had to take a daily medication for his congestive heart failure. And then also when they're experiencing congestive heart failure, they also have to take a diuretic. So Cagney was also on Lasix. So again, I went right back to VetApprovedRX.com and found them to be, I shopped around. Every time that I had to have a new medication, I shopped around. I didn't just find VetApprovedRX and stay with them for years. Every time there was a new medication, I shopped around, and it continuously came back to VetApprovedRX being the cheapest price. And that's where I got the medicine for Cagney. Now, let's go back to the review, because I just want to tell you a few things. So I've established for you that they are in fact the lowest prices. I found them consistently to be considerably cheaper than other places online to get pet medications. But I also want to talk to you about their customer service, because that is one of the reasons that I stayed with this company as long as I did for all of these. Now, first of all, their shipping is super fast. Now, for me, that was important for 2 reasons. One is that sometimes I would try to write it on my calendar and stuff, but sometimes you forget and you realize the dog only has like 3 pills left. And, you know, especially if it's a medication that's important, like for Cushing's disease or heart disease, you know, it's not safe for them to miss a dose. And so I liked the fact that they had fast shipping, because when I would place the order, I would get it within a couple of days. And I really liked that. The other reason that I liked the fast shipping is that if, you know, I had a hard time affording these medications. They were really expensive, and I didn't always have the money when I needed it. You know, yeah, I would have liked to be a bottle ahead. I couldn't afford it. You know, I'm sure there's people listening right now to this video who can relate to that. So sometimes I had to wait for my next paycheck before I could order their medication. So the fast shipping, I think, is really important. They also have free shipping for orders of $49 or more. So if you're ordering something inexpensive, you may pay shipping on it. But if you order several items at a time, and I would just set it up that way. Like I wouldn't order, you know, Cagney's heart medication and then a week later order the Lasix. You know, I got them on a schedule so that I was ordering them so that it would add up to the $49, so I would get the free shipping. Also, I will tell you that once you become a customer, they will send you emails with coupons, discounts, sales, all kinds of stuff. And it was quite a big savings. It really was. So it's worth it to go ahead and open the account and reorder from them and be one of their customers, because they'll send you really good coupons and really good discounts too, as if they're not already the best price. So it really is outstanding. So the fast service, the fast shipping, the free shipping, I really do like. Now, here's another reason that I like them. If you've ever ordered your pet's medications online, you know that you do have to have your vet's prescription. Okay. By the way, it is against the law, at least in New York State where I live, for your vet to refuse that. They do have to provide that for you. They can't require you to purchase that animal's medication from them in their office, which is the most expensive thing you can do is order the medications from your vet, because the markup is huge, because the vet is not in the pet medications business. They're not doing the volume. They can't give you the same discounts as the places online. So it is required that that your vet sign the prescription and cooperate with you on that, so that you can order the medicines online for a cheaper price. Now, I tell you, if your vet refuses that, I don't know if I would go so far as to take legal action against the vet, although you could, but minimally get another vet. Because, if your vet doesn't care that you can save $100 a month by getting these medications online, and he's that much into his own profit, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get into that whole rant, but I'm just saying. But if you order pet medications online that require a prescription, you do have to have your vet do a prescription. And usually you get them to fill it out. They sign it. You fax it into the company that you're ordering from. VetApprovedRX does that for you. All you have to do is give them your vet's contact information, their name and their contact information, and they contact the vet for you. And what they do is they fax a form over to your vet saying, we have Boston Terrier Cagney owned by Deborah. He needs a heart medicine. Please, return fax the prescription to this number. And the vet just does it via fax, and it's very simple. And the good thing is then they have your vet on record, and most vets will go ahead and do, just like your doctor would, like 6 refills. Do you know what I mean? So, they don't have to fax that every single time. Just like for your own medication at your own pharmacy, you get the one prescription, but then it lasts for 6 months because they put 6 refills on it. It's the same with the vets. But the impressive thing about VetApprovedRX is not only do they do all that and they get all that set up, but when the prescription runs out, they contact the vet to have it renewed. Now your vet might say, hey, I haven't seen the dog in 6 months. I need to see the dog before I'll, renew a prescription. Just like people, it's the same thing. Your doctor's not going to keep you on the same medication for 3 years without ever seeing you. Do you know what I mean? But sans those sorts of requirements by your vet, they will contact the vet and see, ask them to go ahead and reissue, add more refills basically to the prescription. So I really liked that they took care of all that for me, that I didn't have to go back and forth between them and the vet, and they took care of it for me. So I liked that very much. Now, in my article here, in my review, I tell you about a couple of things. First, at VetApprovedRX, I have my own representative, and her name is Cheryl, and she's cool. I don't know if she's I want to say from Texas. She has this really cool Southern drawl accent, and I just really like her. And I've had the same customer service rep for years. I am so impressed by that, because if you have any sort of a problem, if you have any sort of a question, it's really nice just to call and talk to your representative. Cheryl knew I had a wiener dog named Taz. She knew I had a Boston named Cagney. Like, she gets familiar with me. She knows my pets. She knows what they're taking. So I just really, really like that. But anyway, there was a problem once where it was for Tazzy, so it would have been for her Cushing's disease medication. They asked for the fax from the vet, and the vet didn't reply. And so Cheryl sent me an email, and she said, Deborah, I'm just letting you know you placed your order for Taz's medication, but I'm having a hard time getting a response from your vet for the prescription. So I called my vet. Turns out they had lost the prescription there in the office. Who knows, maybe they lost Taz's file. I have no idea. But the vet had lost the prescription. But anyway, I called, and the vet found it, and the vet got it faxed over to Cheryl. Okay, now, if you're not impressed enough already, like I was impressed that she sent me an email and she's like, hey, there's a problem. And I was able to call the vet's office and get it taken care of. But then Cheryl calls me on the phone. She had emailed me to tell me about the problem. And then she calls me on the phone and she said, hey, Deborah, I just wanted to let you know we did get the prescription faxed by your vet. But now that there's been a delay, because it took maybe a day to get this straightened out, for me to get the email, call my vet. They called me back. It took like a day. And she said, now that there's been a delay, do you need me to send this via priority mail? Is Taz out of medication? And I was like, yeah. There had been a delay, and I was getting a little nervous, and it just coincidentally, it happened to be one of those times where I was ordering it, and, either I couldn't afford it till the last minute, or I waited till the last minute to order it. So I really couldn't afford the delay, and I was afraid that, that it would arrive late and Taz would miss a dose. So she says, no problem, we'll send it out via priority mail. They sent it out via priority mail, which if you've ever done shipping with the post office, it's way more expensive to send it via priority than it is just first class mail, which she could have because it's small enough that normally, they would send the cheaper way, just first class mail. They sent it to me priority mail so I would get it faster, and they didn't charge me for it. They didn't charge me for the shipping. Now, they could have. It wasn't their fault. Now, I could see if it was a mistake of theirs and then it caused a delay, then yeah, they should pay the extra shipping to send it faster because it was their fault. This was not their fault. Do you see what I mean? So when I say they have our outstanding customer service, I really mean it. I really was, I've really just been so impressed with this company. And like I said, I had 2 dogs in a row that had very serious health issues that, required very expensive medication. And I don't know what I would have done without these guys to help me with the cost of the medication, by the fact that they were so much cheaper, by giving me the free shipping. They were always sending me coupons and stuff, plus the really good customer service, the fast shipping. I couldn't be more impressed. All right. So this is why I recommend this company on my website. And this is why I decided to go ahead and do a video in addition to my review that I already have published online. And so I do want to ask you, in case I forget at the end of the video, if you would please share this video, or if you want to share my review online, the article online, with your friends who have pets, because pet medications are really expensive, and especially if the animal ends up not being able to have the medication because the owner can't afford it. Who knows how many animals that we can help. If you'll share this with your friends, put it on your Facebook page, share it with your friends and family, anybody that you know who has dogs and cats, because it can save people a lot of money. And also, I do donate 10% of the commissions to animal charities. So if somebody's going to be continuously ordering pet medications for their pet, you might as well have part of the money go into the ASPCA or one of the other, organizations that I donate to. And also, obviously, all the sales I get on my website makes it so that I can do this as my job, which I do. I do this full time as my job. So it supports the YouTube channel, it supports the website, it supports animals. So I really would appreciate it if you would share this information with other pet owners. Incidentally, VetApprovedRX, they have pet medications for cats, dogs, and horses. Also horses. So if you know anyone who has horses, please pass this on to them. I don't know, I don't have horses. My family has never had horses. I don't personally know anyone who has horses, so I don't know. How hard is it to get medications for horses? And I can't imagine how expensive. I mean, can you imagine the doses? I don't mean to make light of a horse having an illness, but if you have to give a horse an aspirin, how many? 3 bottles? I'm just being silly, but I mean, I would assume that horse medications are really expensive. So anyway, I assumed that VetApprovedRX has the cheapest price on horse medications as well. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about products available, and to do that, I'm going to take you right to their website. When you click on the link that I'm going to give you in the description box, you're going to see, I kind of wish my face hadn't popped up here. I could turn it off, but I'll leave it for just a minute because I want you to see this. This is their website, beautiful website. Like I said, dogs, cats, prescription medication, free shipping over $49. They have stuff for dogs, they have stuff for cats, they have stuff for horses. The pet pharmacy, these are all of the what do you call it? Conditions, diabetes, antibiotics, all these sorts of things, sorts of medications that they have. Now, the pet pharmacy, these would be all the items that you would need your vet's prescription for. But they also have holistic and natural remedies for dogs. These are things that you wouldn't, or for dogs, cats, and horses, these are things that you wouldn't need the vet's prescription for. And then this is interesting. They have symptoms A to Z. So if your dog happens to be suffering with something, look at hairballs, ear mites, dirt eye. I've never heard of that. Bronchitis, anxiety, diarrhea. Obviously, you should be getting medical advice about all this, but it's interesting to look in here and see what medications they have, see what products they have. I don't know which of or any or all of these would require your vet's prescription, but it's just interesting to educate yourself. Speaking of pet education, they do have lots of information on the website about pet health. Here's a complete pet health guide that you can get for free. They do talk about Cushing's disease. That's what my little wiener dog Tazzy had. Pets with diabetes, they need insulin, all this sorts of things. EPI, heart disease, that's what my little Cagney sadly passed away of. Seizures. So they do have a lot of educational stuff on here. And then here's the RX facts. If your doctor wanted to go on and fax the prescription, but like I said, they do take care of that for you. So this is what the website looks like. And like I said, they have flea and tick medication, not just the serious illness stuff. They have all the stuff, you know, flea and tick stuff, heartworm stuff, deworming, all those sorts of things. Look at this little need help. Our customer service team is standing by to help you. They are wonderful. Now, I always email them. They do have an email for customer service, and it's one of those ones where you'll get an answer back usually the same day, no later than the next day. And you get a real person. And chances are, whenever I sent an email, I did get a reply from Cheryl. Cheryl must have been like assigned to my account, because she would always be the one to either call me or reply to my emails or send me an email. So she was like my rep. Incidentally, they do also have a blog, Ask Dr. Barry. This is their veterinarian, Dr. Barry. So it's pretty impressive. I really like it. And this is what their website looks like. Now, we're almost done here. Let me see if there's anything else. My final recommendation is obviously I highly recommend them for pet medications. I give you the links here. I've already told you that I donate to animal charities. I love this little dog. This is not one of my ads. This is just a Google ad on my website. But look at that little dog. Oh, he's so cute. He's trying to act ferocious. Oh, animals. The cuteness just kills me. You know, it just does. I love that I do this for a living because I get to help animals. I get to help people help their animals, and then I get to help animals by, you know, donating the money to charity and so forth. Now, as I promised, I do have a free gift for you. I have, well, let me tell you a couple things. First of all, I have an email subscriber list, 2 of them. I have one for dog lovers and one for cat lovers. Now, if you go into the description box for this video, you can sign up either for a free dog training manual from the dog trainer who I recommend on my website, or if you're a cat lover, you can subscribe to receive a free cat training book all about cat behavior. If you have dogs and cats, go ahead and subscribe to both, because then you'll be on my dog lovers email list, and you'll also be on my cat lovers email list. So you'll get both emails. You can unsubscribe from that list at any time. And if you're on that list, about every 5 to 7 days, you get either a new article from me, all these articles and I've written hundreds on my website. I've been doing this since 2015. All kinds of articles on my website, from everything from dog training to cat training to, you know, how to get your cat to use the litter box, how to stop cats from fighting, dog aggression, dog barking, all kinds of things. I do product reviews. I do all kinds of things. And so those are the articles that you'll be getting in your email every 5 to 7 days. Also, if you subscribe, please check your spam, because especially Yahoo and Google, they've been sending everything, or Gmail rather, they've been sending everything to spam lately for everybody. I have people in my contact list I've been emailing with for years. Yahoo is all of a sudden sending them to spam. It's really frustrating. But so if you subscribe, go ahead and check your spam. But I will email you either the free dog training manual or the free cat booklet, or both if you sign up for both. And then, like I said, you'll be subscribed to my email list by doing that. So I hope you enjoy your free gifts. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you would give it a like. It does help YouTubers. If you want more videos about cats and dogs, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I do also have a Patreon account. You'll see the link in the description box. If you want to financially support my channel, I would so appreciate it. Let me just check and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. If you're not already a subscriber, I would love it if you would subscribe. And as I said before, please share this with your family and friends who have a dog or a cat or a horse. And hopefully it'll help them out too. So again, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate the support, and God bless you and your pet. I hope you have a long and happy and healthy life with your pet. I know how much they mean to you. They're like our family. They really are. And you know, we just love them so much. So again, my name is Deborah, and my website is peoplelovinganimals.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.